Charlie, pull up to the party. Pretty white lines with the lemon and the Bacardi.
To the party, the Bacardi. My gosh. I need to take a breather. Oh my gosh, we're only 2 tracks in.
When I get to the cut, I wanna hit the classics. It's like when I get to the cut, I wanna hit the classics.
Oi, 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 oi. Oh, she's speaking in another language. What language is that? Listen, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but listen, I'm digging it. I don't know what to say. I mean, that took me to a completely different zone. Hey, hey. Actually, man, that hook is infectious. It's already in my head. Talk to me in French. Talk to me in Spanish. This is amazing. Fucking hell, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, I bet the neighbors are thinking, what is going on? Are you guys having a rave in your flat? Yeah? Yes, Billie. Hey. Dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass. Hope it was good. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back again with another Charli XCX reaction video. For those of you who actually watched my Charli XCX Brat album reaction, you will notice there's something a little bit different about me. Today I've got my shades on. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? When I bring out the shades, I am here to enjoy myself, and that's exactly what I want to do for this reaction video. So as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, I did a reaction video to Charli XCX's Brat album. Hold on, how rude of me. Let me take that all the way back. I did a reaction to the Grammy, yes, Grammy award-winning Charli XCX's Brat album a couple weeks ago, which is up on our channel. For those of you who haven't checked out that video, there should be a link to that actual video in the corner of this screen, so please go and check that out. I thoroughly enjoyed my first listen to that album. I did get some great reception from that reaction video. Thank you for everybody that commented, positive and also constructive. I really appreciate it. A couple of people in the comment section of that video actually said that I needed to react to the remix version of the Brat album, which came out last October. Listen, I'm a man of the people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Henry is the man of the people. So if you ask, you shall receive, just like they say in the Bible. So I'm here to react to Charli XCX's remix album of Brat, which she's actually titled Brat, and it's completely different but also still Brat, which is a very clever and witty, you understand, album title. She's got some heavy hitters, bro, on this actual remix album. I mean, I'm just looking here and I'm seeing the likes of Billie Eilish, Lorde, Iver, Tinashe, Robyn, Ariana Grande as well. Wow. So yeah, there's some really big artists on this remix album, and a few other artists that I don't know about. But listen, obviously we're here for the experience nonetheless. See, I'm here for the full Brat experience, baby. Listen, I've got, you know, my LED light, as you can see behind me. I've got that in green to obviously match the aesthetic of the album, the green aesthetic. And yeah, man, as you can see as well, I've got a green overlay, you know what I mean, on this video. So listen, I am here for the full Brat experience, and I got my shades on, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? I am here for the full Brat experience. I'm totally Brat out at the moment. Even though it's winter here in the UK, listen, you wouldn't think, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm acting like it's a Brat summer. If you're gonna waste too much time, I'm just gonna get straight into the video. But before I do, guys, I'm gonna need everybody to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. We just hit 10k subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's obviously helped us get to that milestone, and we really appreciate you. And we're obviously trying to get to 11k by the end of this month, so like the video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. If you're not subscribed to Still Color, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You better give your head a wobble. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to our channel. But listen, without further ado, this is Charli XCX's remix album, which is called Brat, and it's completely different but also still Brat. let us go. Let's listen to this. First track off of this album is called obviously 360 featuring Robyn and Young Lean. Let's see how this one sounds.
I wanna sound like me, I wanna be like me. Dress so fresh and so clean, walk with the diamonds on the sleeve. Breathing in the smoke, I breeze, get with Robyn on the beat.
Hey, you were rubbing on the beat. Camera switching with the scene. Robyn and Charli, pull up to the party. Pretty white lines with the lemon and the Bacardi.
Oh, pull up to the party. The Bacardi. So I'm guessing that this is Young Lean. Okay. He brought a completely different flow to the actual record. Let me take that all the way back because he was flowing a bit, Let me take that all the way back to the party, then the Bacardi. Yeah.
Hey, you were rubbing on the beat. Camera switching with the scene. Robyn and Charli, pull up to the party. Pretty white lines with the lemon and the
Bacardi.
Just doing it a party.
I'm gonna go bronze and yeah, go all in. Why you doing so cold? I'm a real 7 years, that's what we call. Killing this shit since 1994. Get everybody in the club, it's on their own.
Supersonic, push the sonic, start shit coming right over here. I'm in my Elvis moment, push up on it right over there. I got the supersonic, push up on it right in your ear. We beds, fun, drinks, actually got the lights, cameras. Supersonic, push up on it right in your ear. I got the supersonic, start shit coming right over here. I'm in my Elvis moment, push up on it right over here.
That was 360 featuring Robyn and Young Lean, and let me tell you, man, damn, I wasn't expecting what I heard. Just say that all three of them brought a unique cadence, a unique flow to this actual track, and they brought their own different type of personalities, which obviously, for me, sonically, definitely enhanced the track. They all did a pretty good job. Like I said, they complemented each other well, and listen, I never knew Robyn could flow like that. If that's the Robyn that I think it is, let me, is that the Robyn? Hold on. Let me just double check. That is the Robyn. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yo, I didn't even know she could flow like that, Looking the whole side of Robyn, I didn't even know existed. And then Young Lean, I'm not familiar with Young Lean, but he did his thing as well, man. So, yeah, listen. First track, at the bag, and I must definitely give it a thumbs up, what I'm trying to say. So, okay, track number 2 is Club Classics featuring BB Trickz. Let's see how this one sounded, man. Yo, this is a completely different vibe to the actual original. And you know what? That's what I was also thinking as well. I was thinking, is this remix album, is it just going to be, the same type of track but just features on it? Or is it going to be a completely different track sonically? Is she going to switch up? Is she going to add new textures, new layers to it? And it seems like this is what she has done for Club Classics. And honestly, man, what I'm hearing so far, oh my gosh. The original doesn't have shit on the remix, I can't even lie. And I like the original, but what I'm hearing so far, a minute in, this absolutely shits on the original. This is an absolute... language. What language is that? What? No, hold on. Wow, this is taking me by surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Like, listen, I told you I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But listen, even this is taking me by surprise. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but Listen, I'm digging it. Yo, it sounded wavy. What am I hearing? My gosh. I need to take a breather. Oh my gosh, we're only 2 tracks in, but oh my gosh, there were so many dimensions, yeah, to that track. I couldn't even keep up. The different beat switches, the different instruments that I heard. Wow. That was an experience. That was something else, man. This is a track here that will totally go off in the clubs. Like, this is the type of track that will have people acting out, like, that will have you just dancing out of your absolute skull. This right here was something special, man, for real. That track was something else, man. That track, definitely, I feel like, was better than the original. So track number 3 is Sympathy is a Knife featuring Ariana Grande, which is a pretty interesting collab. Very intrigued to hear how this one sounds, man. Let's go.
It's a knife and a gun, this doesn't matter. It's a knife and a friend is suddenly stepping on your throat. It's a new thing, they say that you've been doing things you don't. It's a knife and you hold me and like the moon, and I'm like, who the fuck is she? 'Cause it's a knife, I take the next step, 'cause they wanna see you fall to the bottom. It's a knife and you find me on top, 'cause don't you take the next step, 'cause they wanna see you fall.
I mentioned this when I did the album reaction for Brat, but the production is just insane, and I think the production has definitely taken a step up from just the first 3 or 4 tracks that I've heard so far. Obviously, I need to listen to the whole album, but listen, the production on Brat was incredible, but this, yeah, it seems like, yeah, it's been taken up just a bit. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So obviously with that track, I didn't really hear Ariana Grande at the forefront. She was just obviously more in the background. Ariana Grande is who she is, and obviously I'm not an engineer, I'm not a producer, I'm not Charli XCX, so yeah, having her on the ad-libs is fine. I definitely think that, you know, she didn't really add too much to the record. She wasn't really at the forefront of it. Out of the 3 tracks I've heard so far, just in terms of sonically, 360 obviously was roughly the same, but there's definitely been a change of, you know, the production in Club Classics and Sympathy is a Knife compared to the original tracks. So that is pretty interesting. Now, if you're going to do a remix album, there definitely needs to be some sort of differentiation from the original. It can't just be copy paste. I mean, like, it can, but I don't feel like it's then a proper remix. You know what I'm saying? Like, a remix is supposed to be different or somewhat different from the original. So I like the fact that Charli XCX is moving towards that direction, man, and she's bringing a whole different, like I said, vibe, different energy to the original track. I would have liked to heard Ariana Grande more on that record, but it's fine, man, it's fine. So track number 4 is I Might Say Something Stupid featuring the 1975, which is a band, I'm definitely sure it is, and John Hopkins. So I'm not too sure who John Hopkins is, but I definitely know who the 1975 are. So yeah, let's see how this one sounds, man.
I could say something small. I might say something stupid.
That was I Might Say Something Stupid featuring the 1975 and John Hopkins. Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, that took me to a completely different zone, a completely different dimension. It felt like I was levitating when I was, you know what I'm saying? When I was obviously hearing the track, it felt like it was just taking me to a whole different planet, man. You know, back in the day, I don't know if you guys used to do this, but you know, anytime I would have to study or revise, I would put on like meditation music to try and help me focus and concentrate, and that's what that felt like to me. It felt like music for meditation. It felt like music to, you know, sit down and reflect to, a place where I could just be alone with my thoughts, man. And yeah, that's crazy, and just reflect on life, really. You know what I'm saying? That was wow. That was really powerful, and I love the 1975 and John Hopkins features. I feel like they brought that serene, that calmness, that peacefulness that this track needed. It was a very mundane track compared to the first three records. So yeah, man, they definitely, you know, matched the vibe of the record, man. Guys, moving on to track number 5. It's called Talk Talk featuring Troye, Sivan. And do you know what? Talk Talk was actually one of my favorites off of the Brat album. When you talk to me. So let's say if, you know, she's completely changed the sonics of the record and remixed it, just like she's done with the last 3 records. Let's see. Troye Sivan, I don't know who that is. That sounded a bit French to me. You know what I'm saying? Sorry if it's not a French artist, I apologize. But yeah, let's see how this one sounds, man. Let's go. Okay, this is different. I can immediately tell. Yeah. Spanish. Hey, hey. Ooh, that bass line. Actually, man, that hook is infectious. It's already in my head. Talk to me in French. Talk to me in Spanish. Wow. So far, what I'm noticing is the fact that this remix album was made a lot more for the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Apart from, obviously, I Might Say Something Stupid, all the other tracks have been very up-tempo, very bassline heavy, and yeah, man, just the type of tracks that would just get you moving and grooving, like I like to say, man. And I didn't really expect, actually I didn't even know what I expected off of this remix album. But so far, man, it's definitely giving a lot of energy. Now, so far, like, all of the features have made sense, apart from maybe the Ariana Grande run, which I wouldn't say didn't make sense. It's just the fact that I didn't really get that much out of it. Like, I feel like that track could have done without Ariana Grande, or it could have done with a bit more of Ariana Grande, if that makes sense. Like, all of the features so far that I've heard have actually brought something that brought a new life to the records, you know what I'm saying? Have brought a new perspective, and yeah, so far it's making sense to me. It's making sense to me, like the collaborations are making sense. Moving on to the next track, track number 6, and it's Von Dutch, Cook, a remix featuring Addison Rae. I'm intrigued to hear how this one's gonna sound. I can't even lie to you. I'm not too familiar with Addison Rae's music, even though I've heard a couple records, and those couple records that I've heard have been pretty decent. See, I'm not a massive knower of her discography, so it'll be interesting to see what different perspectives she brings on this track. But yeah, this is Von Dutch.
Just living that life, Von Dutch, no classic, but I still pop every time I track drops. You're jealous, I'm just living that life. While you're sitting in your dad's basement, but you're disappointed that I'm shining. I'm just living that life. I still pop the empty cases, but you do a little break drop. What I like to say about my debut, about my constant revenue. I guess it makes sense. I'm just reading my name on and on and on. I'm just living that life. Made another page just to look at my pics, my tight dressing life. Linked with Addison on Melrose, bought some cute clothes and wrote this in the studio, cause I'm just living that life. Always giving more views, it's kinda like a day job. Gotta like to say about my debut, about all of the things I do. I guess it makes sense, cause I'm just living that life.
Charli XCX is just in a completely different lane. She is, man, and I think I mentioned this on the album reaction that I did for Brat, that she just seems like such a brand new artist. And what I mean by that is she, compared to how she was 5-6 years ago, she seems like she's reinvented herself. She seems like she's finally found herself. It seems like this new Charli is this, you know, she's finally arrived. Like, she's 100% confident within herself. She's 100% content within herself. She knows she's a bad bitch. Excuse my French. You understand? She knows she's the shit, and she's embracing that. She's just assured within herself now, especially artistically. Like, she has gone to new levels artistically. And this remix album and the Brat album showcases that. I haven't obviously listened to too much Charli XCX to know what she was like before, but just over the couple records that I've heard in the past, and obviously, you know, Kevin from Still Colour, he's a big fan of Charli, so, you know, we've had conversations about her before, and yeah, like, this is definitely a new direction for her, and she's walking into her new self, and honestly, it's just so fantastic to see. And I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but whoever the producer is, whoever the engineers are, like, listen, I mean, what I'm hearing right now should be illegal. It should absolutely be illegal. You know what I'm saying? It should be illegal to hear stuff this good. The track number 7 is called Everything Is Romantic, featuring Caroline Polachek. Again and again, again and again. Ooh. Again and again. Yo, I'm liking this. I'm really fucking with this. Fucking the vocals. Fall in love again and again. Oh my days. I think so far that has been my favorite feature. She absolutely owned this track. I think, yeah, along with the 1975 and John Hopkins, I think, yeah, the Caroline Polachek feature was just, yeah, the best I've heard so far. Oh my days. The vocal chops that I heard in the background, the ad-libs that she was doing, yo, she added to that track substantially. Yeah, I think she brought that track to a whole different level. My favorite feature so far, along with the 1975 and John Hopkins. Wow. Out of all the 7 tracks I've heard so far, I think Everything Is Romantic is probably my favorite. Along with I Might Say Something Stupid and Club Classics as well. I think BB Tricks also did his thing on that. So yeah, track number 8 is called Rewind, featuring Bladee. Okay, it's got the same melody as the original. Okay.
Sometimes no one is gonna say less. Cause the world you lies in my chest. When I look in the mirror, I don't see no reflect. All this money makes me competitive. Gotta get more living on excess.
Confess I'm under stress, I'm under pressure in my head. I'm 6 feet underneath myself, I'm trying to catch up with my breath.
Face on up in the press when I doubt. Sometimes I get a bit depressed. LA makes me so competitive. Sometimes I wanna wake up dead.
Beat is fire. Yes. Beat is cold. That was Rewind, man, and boy. The Bladee feature, I think it was decent. It wasn't the strongest that I've heard on this tape so far. There's definitely been better features on here, but you know, he did his thing, and obviously his flow was a bit more unorthodox and a bit awkward. So I feel like he was finding it hard to kind of catch onto the beat. Like I said, I think it was decent, but I definitely think that there's been stronger features on here. Listen, the beat was absolutely fire, man. The transitions on this album are just breathtaking. Honestly, this is one of the most best produced albums I've heard in a long time. I'm talking about this remix album and the original album. Like, honestly, this is some of the best produced stuff I've heard in a long time. They absolutely fucking snapped. I've noticed as well that on some of the records, Charli has kind of taken a back seat. She's let some of the features, you know, just do their thing and shine. I like that one. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite, but I still liked it. And I don't think it's better than the original. I think the original still kind of beats it. But that's not to say that this track didn't have its moments, because it certainly did, especially during some of the transitions, man. The transitions were incredibly awesome. Track number 9 is called So I, featuring A.G. Cook. Yo, Charli's flowing. What? I said it on the Brat album reaction that I did, but Charli's flow is actually pretty cold. She sounds like a seasoned rapper. I can't even lie to you. She can probably run circles around a lot of these rap dudes. You know, I'm a big rap fan, so you know what I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. But listen, Charli's flow sounds so polished, yeah, and it sounds so confident, man. The transitions are just crazy, and I like how you know, the production on this is just very different. Like, you know, no two songs sound the same. The tracks have layers to them. Keeps you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you not knowing what's gonna happen next, and I love that personally. The versatility of the beats and the production that I'm hearing, man, it's so awesome to see. Track number 10 is called Girl, So Confusing, featuring Lorde. Shout out to Lorde as well. She's a great artist. Girl.
It's so confusing sometimes. You be a girl, girl. How do you feel me enough? Yeah, I don't know if you like me. Sometimes I think you might hate me. Sometimes I think I might hate you. Maybe you just wanna be you. It's so confusing sometimes. You be a girl, girl. It's so confusing sometimes. Way out of species when I woke up to your voice. Now you tell me how you've been feeling. Let's look it out on the green. Pictures for the last couple years. I've been bored in my body. I tried to stop myself thinner, and then I gave all the way back. Essex, people say we're alike. They say we've got the same hair. It's you and me on the coin. The industry loves to spin, and when we put this it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl.
That was Girl, So Confusing, featuring Lorde. And you know, when you hear a track and you just think about the perfect artist that would be able to feature on the track, and it made complete sense. This is exactly that. The Lorde feature made complete sense. If there was one artist that I thought would fit this track perfectly, it would have been Lorde. Yeah, this track was made for Lorde, man, and she absolutely killed it. It wasn't really too dissimilar from the original, just in terms of the instrumentation. The original was a bop, and this is a bop as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and like I said, man, I'm just loving this new Charli XCX, man. Like, the fact that she's finally come into her own is just, like, I love it when artists, like, you know, finally find themselves. For me, I'm a big Little Sims fan, big Little Sims fan, and I can remember watching her development over the years before obviously she finally broke through on the mainstream level in 2019 with her album Grey Area. Like, I can just remember just thinking to myself, like, Little Sims, like, you're so talented, but there's something missing. All you need to do is find yourself sonically, find yourself as an artist, find who you want to be, and once you do that, the world is your oyster. And look at how Little Sims is moving now, you know. And it's a similar story to Charli XCX, although obviously I haven't followed Charli XCX from the beginning of her career, but from what I know, from the little that I know, man, yeah, she's been on a similar trajectory, and yeah, I just really love to see it, man. And when they produce great music like this, it just makes it even more sweeter, man. So track number 11 is called Apple, featuring the Japanese House. Yeah. Hey, I like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That was Apple featuring the Japanese House. Listen, the more and more that track was playing, I was getting into it, man. Started off a bit slow for me, but like, yeah, as the track progressed, man, you know what I'm saying? It kind of grew on me for real. Like, oh yeah, that was a complete feel-good track, man. And I don't know who the Japanese House is. I kind of need to check them out, but like, I love what they added to that. At the start, I was a bit like, okay, this is nice, but it's not really doing much. But yeah, as the track went on, man, I was just like, wait, hold on, this is sounding really good, you know. Track number 12 is called Back to Back, featuring Tinashe, and I think this is one of the tracks I was looking forward to because Tinashe is one of my favorite artists, man. For those of you obviously who don't know Tinashe, she's an alternative R&B artist who has been on the scene for a while now. And one thing I love about Tinashe is the fact that she incorporates a lot of sounds and a lot of influences into her music. She she's not what I call a contemporary R&B artist. She's very much an alternative R&B artist, and she's one of the best ones out right now. So I'm really excited to hear how this collaboration is gonna sound, man. But yeah, this is back to back featuring Tinashe. Back to back to back to back. Do you know what? Look at that. The life of a superstar, you know what I'm saying? Charlie's always booked and busy, you know what I'm saying? But that's the life, you live when, you're on the verge of stardom. And yeah, like, listen, I hear it, Charlie. I hear it. That hook is catchy. Hey. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I absolutely love that collaboration, and obviously this was one of the ones I was looking forward to, and they didn't disappoint, man. Love the back and forth between Tinashe and Charlie, man. Yeah, Tinashe did her thing. She did her thing. Charlie, man, she's really impressing me. She's really impressing me. Like, I didn't know that there was this sort of variation to her artistry, man. And yeah, listen, Charlie's only gonna get bigger and better from here. For me, even though she's 6 albums in, she hasn't even reached her peak yet, in my opinion. I feel like she still has more layers to kind of tap into. But yeah, back to back. Listen, the hook was very catchy. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Very catchy. I feel like another good fit for this record would have been Pink Pantheress. I mentioned this on the Brat album review. I think that Pink Pantheress could have definitely been a feature on Back to Back. I think Back to Back was actually the song I actually said Pink Panther should have featured on. But instead, obviously, Charlie decided to get Tinashe, which I still feel like was a very good fit. Like, Tinashe did her thing. I love the collaboration between these two, and I wouldn't mind hearing, them on another record together, maybe on Tinashe's next album. But yeah, that was dope, man. Number 13 is called Mean Girls featuring Julian, Casablancas. Hey. Mean Girls. Yeah. Mean Girls featuring Julian, Casablancas, and I can't lie to you. So I'm conflicted about this track because the first half of this record was so good. The that part was so good, man. And during the middle part, when obviously the tone switched and the beat switched, just like it's done for the majority of this album, it kind of fell a bit flat for me, man. I don't really feel like that part was needed. Obviously, towards the end, it switched back to the first part. Yeah, I don't know, man. The middle part just kind of fell a bit flat for me, but the first part and the last part is amazing. No, I feel like for this track, they should have just kept it the whole way through, because the first part is just so amazing, man. Like, so track number 14 is called I Think About It All the Time, featuring the one and only Iver. Listen, I'm a big fan of Iver, so yeah, man. Let's see how this one sounds. Oh, them vocals. To you, that track was everything. That track was everything. I think I have a new favorite record, man. Listen, Iver is just something different. He is built different. He is him. That Charlie was coming on this record, you know, and I think, you know, I love the fact that Charlie has given an insight into some of the vulnerable parts of her life on this album. And when I mean this album, I mean Brat as a whole album, including this. Like, I love the fact that, you know, on some of the records, she's been vulnerable enough to share some of her life experiences with us. It was just good to hear another side of Charlie. And listen, Iver does what Iver always does, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a phenomenal musician, one of the best that we have around. And yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite track so far, man. Track number 15 is called 365 featuring Shygirl.
Go, 365, go, 365, go, 365, go, 365, go, 365, go, 365, go,
Fucking hell, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, I bet the neighbors are thinking, what is going on? Are you guys having a rave in your flat or something? Like, what is going on? That bass line was fucking insane, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, just imagine having like proper speakers, yeah, and honestly, it will take the roof off. I can't even lie to you. Oof. Shygirl, great feature. Great feature, man. Great feature. I don't know too much about you, but you did what you had to do, man. Completely different from the original. Completely different. It was literally a 365, you know what I'm saying? A complete 360, you know, from the original track, man. God damn. So unfortunate that the club scene's not how it used to be back in the day, you know, back in the 90s/early noughties, because yeah, man, this album would absolutely tear it up in the clubs. It fucking would, bro. Like, it would actually tear it up, man. On to the last track, ladies and gentlemen, which is called Guess, featuring Billie Eilish. This is a completely new track. This track wasn't featured on the original album, just like the rest of the 15 tracks were, and it's featuring none other than Billie Eilish herself, an absolute superstar. And I've seen that this track has done sort of really well commercially. Saw that, you know, it's got within the top 10 on Billboard, and obviously it's doing really well in the UK charts. It's Guess featuring Billie Eilish, and it's the last track, track number 16. Let us go.
You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know
Well,
what I got going on
Yes, Billie. Hey. Dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass, dirty stinking bass. That was guest featuring Billie Eilish, and I can absolutely see why that track is going off right now. I can see why it's gaining a lot of commercial success, man. Shout out to Billie effing Eilish, man. Billie's such a great artist, man. She is such a great artist. She definitely knows how to manipulate, you know, in a good way, any track that she's on. She knows how to sort of bring the best, you know, out of any track that she appears on. These two kind of collaborating with each other, you know, it's something that I didn't know I needed, but I needed it, you know. It's a great way to end this album. Like, what a fantastic way to end it. That was my first listen to Brat, and it's completely different, but still also Brat. So glad that you guys recommended me to listen to this, man. As I said before, it's still an extension of Brat, but it's also completely different, man. This could have been a whole album within itself, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of reminds me of SZA. She recently released a deluxe album called Lana, which is an extension of her album SOS. Charli found a way to add a different dimension to obviously the original tracks that appeared on Brat. Like there are a couple tracks that have the same melody, but at the same time they're also completely different. They have their own life, they have their own personality, and the features on here have been amazing. Like I said, there's only maybe one or two features that I didn't feel really added to the value of the records. Again, I mentioned this before, but Ariana Grande and you know, the Julian Casablancas feature was, you know, was decent. It wasn't really, you know, anything to shout about, but apart from that, all of the features on here were amazing. Charli, you know, honestly, congratulations to you, man. You're now a Grammy Award winner. You know, you've set the bar really high, and you've proven that you are a great artist, you know, and you are here to stay. You understand? Like, this is only the beginning. I don't feel like Charli's even peaked yet. Honestly, congratulations on making such a brilliant album, and I'm so glad that obviously I've listened to both projects right now, and yeah, man, my hat's off to you. Shout out to the producers as well. Shout out to all the engineers, because this is one of the best produced projects that I've heard in a long time. Just absolutely, listen, I'm worn out because I'm just like, oh my gosh, yo, I'm trying to say, like, this is crazy. What I heard shouldn't even be legal, you know? Like, how do you even come up with this type of shit? Like, listen, man, I can't decipher right now what type of project I prefer, whether I prefer the original Brat album or this. I'm not too sure. Like, I still need to kind of, you know, probably listen to them both at the same time and just to make a decision. But both of them are great projects, you understand? Let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Obviously this is my first listen, so I may have just missed out on a couple things, but obviously forgive me, it's my first listen. Yeah, I'm trying to say, don't shoot me please. But yeah, guys, obviously I thoroughly enjoyed that, just like I did with the Brat album. And yeah, man, obviously, you know, like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff, you know what I'm trying to say. And I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.